What's going on, Tube? This your boy Teddy B, Blackman Reaction. I'm here with another reaction video. This one's going to be about tonight's SmackDown, WWE, June 5th, 2020. And, kind of lackluster, not really nothing to write home about, but something happened at the end, which spawned me to do a whole reaction video. So, I'm going to get through this kind of quick. Not going to hold y'all. If you want more, detailed reaction / results from the show, then you'll probably have to go elsewhere to see this, but this is going to be quick. Spoiler alert. So without further ado, it starts off with Jeff Hardy cutting a promo, and he's talking about how he was set up. The incident last week that happened with the drunk driver scenario. Elias getting sent to the hospital, and they said he got arrested. Police was talking to witnesses, and after further review, it was determined that Sheamus did have something to do with it. They seen Sheamus running from the scene. So I don't know where they're going with the storyline outside of Jeff Hardy fighting Sheamus, but they could have just had Jeff Hardy fight Sheamus. I didn't feel like they have to dig up dirt from his past and incorporate it into a storyline. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're just trying to rub something in his face. Maybe he's on his way out the company or something like that. I don't know. It's really... I wish they would have went in a different direction, but I guess I get it. So, moving right along, this will lead to Otis and King Corbin having a match. Before the match, Otis and Mandy's walking down the hallway. Otis sees King Corbin's crown, tries it on, wears it out to the ring. This fight ends in a disqualification. Otis picks up the win disqualification. King Corbin, he's still one of the best heels in the company right now. He's just getting people over without taking too much damage to his character. I feel like that's what they're trying to do with him. Otis is on the run of his life, man. He has the girl, Mandy Rose. She looks perfect. He has the Money in the Bank. Future champion. He's been on this unstoppable streak where no matter where he goes, he's just gonna win. It's interesting to see where they go as far as like him becoming champion. I'm really interested to see the moment that he becomes champion or he cashes in that Money in the Bank. I'm really interested in that. Other than that, what else do we have tonight? Excuse me if I get out of order. I apologize, but it's all jumbled up right now. I know we had AJ Styles face to face with Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship match, which will be next week, but the face to face was tonight. Turns into AJ Styles versus Drew Gulak, and Drew Gulak picks up an impressive win. He's a great wrestler, man. You know what I mean? He's almost like a young Daniel Bryan. You know what I mean? And him picking up the victory kind of almost assures me that Daniel Bryan's going to win the Intercontinental Championship next week. You would want AJ to look strong going into that match, but the fact that he lost tonight cleanly, lets me know the writing's on the wall for that. We also have Sonya Deville versus Lacy Evans, which ends with Lacy Evans picking up the win with the women's right. Mandy Rose came on the Titantron and caused a distraction to Sonya Deville, which in turn, Lacy was able to hit the women's right and pick up the pinfall. There's a knockoff match. I want to say the New Day and Shorty G versus Shinsuke, Cesaro, and Mojo Rawley. Kofi Kingston picks up a win here with the Trouble in Paradise. This match is just basically thrown together. There's no storyline arc to it, no nothing. Just, results of the show. And that brings me to... Am I missing anything before I get to the main event? I hope I'm not missing anything. If I miss anything, let me know in the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me know in the comments, though. That brings me to Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. And coming into this match, I'm thinking like, okay, there's no way that Becky's on my mind. Bayley and Sasha are going to win these titles. It looks like they're heading towards a slow but sure breakup. So I'm thinking like there's no way that they could pull this off. Even turmoil during the match happens, which further lets you think that there's no way they're going to pull this off. But of course they pull it off. Sasha Banks hits the bank statement on Nikki Cross, and Nikki Cross, well, she doesn't tap out, but yeah, she has the bank statement on. Then they do this like exchange where, you know, lately it's been kind of hot how the wrestlers, like, the one wrestler rolled the other wrestler up, and the other wrestler that's getting rolled up will roll that pin through, and then they roll up. It was like almost like a crucifix roll up that Sasha hit on Nikki, and Nikki wasn't able to kick out. During the match, Bayley was the legal person, even though I could swear she wasn't legal, but they were playing it like she was legal. So Sasha Banks had the bank statement on Nikki Cross. This was previous, before the finish, and it looks like Nikki's about to tap out when Bayley come and pull Sasha out the ring, and then gets in and tries to hit her move, but of course it gets reversed, and she kills basically like the momentum of the match at that moment. So I thought, Sasha has that look that she gets when Bayley puts her in a situation that she doesn't like, and you kind of figure like a friend wouldn't do that. So it really seems like they're heading towards a breakup, but Bayley took punishment. Of course, Sasha came through to save the day again. Shout out to Sasha Banks, man. She doesn't get the credit she deserves, probably because of what happened around this time last year. Well, earlier, that WrestleMania where she decided to, like, I ain't gonna say she didn't quit, but take a little leave of absence, I'll say. So, basically with that, you know, Sasha had jumped in the ring when Bayley was getting pinned, broke up the pin, dragged Bayley to the corner, got back out the ring, and do the little thing where they tag themselves in, and proceeded to do the bank statement on Nikki Cross again. And this is when they did the little exchange of the roll up pins, and boom, we have new women's tag team champions. Now, I can see this going in a couple of different directions. They might let this go into the direction of, well, first and foremost, Bayley's a double champion now. Bayley 2 belts. Shout out to Bayley. WWE Smackdown Women's Champion and WWE Tag Team Women's Champion. They could have a lengthy reign with these tag team titles, or they could use these tag team titles to furthermore drive a wedge between Sasha and Bayley. It's, hopefully they keep these two together, because these two are absolute money, and it never gets old. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see where they go with this. That was the main event. That was the results of SmackDown, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, share, view. Like, anything helps, you know what I mean? I'll be back maybe this weekend. I think NXT TakeOver in your house is this Sunday, Saturday or Sunday. I think this Sunday. So I'll probably be back Sunday night, Monday morning, more than likely, with a review on that. And yeah, have a good night. Peace.